Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Happy Tuesday to everyone. I hope y'all all having a great day. Round here, okay, I am having an okay day. Child, had to cuss the Taco Bell people out, okay? But either way I go, we're going to have a good conversation today about a few things because I have been ignoring all the gossip of all the blogs and whatnot, but we will talk right now, okay? But y'all know first things first, if you've not done so already, okay, take a little second and make sure to like the video, okay, subscribe to the channel. Okay, it is always appreciated. I did do Love and Marriage Huntsville on Sunday. I reviewed the Jussie Smollett's documentary, child, and I said foolish was all up and through, but I had a conversation nonetheless, so watch that as well if you have not already done that. Okay, and right now we're gonna just talk about some things that's on social media. Look, we're not gonna be there long because I want to go to bed. Okay, I was able to make up a thumbnail, and y'all know if I can make up a thumbnail, then all is right with the world and stuff. Okay, but look, you can also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. I am here. Hi. How y'all doing? How is everyone today? I wanted a taco, right? So I went to Taco Bell, okay? And I went to Taco Bell. I said, can I get me 2 crunchy tacos, okay? No lettuce and some extra seasoned beef around there, okay? I thought I wanted it, and then a little, by a blast thing or whatnot, okay? I don't like the automated machine thing. They can't hear sometimes. Child, they kept getting my order wrong. The girl came on. Okay, what you want, ma'am? 2 crunchy tacos, no lettuce, extra seasoned beef. That's all. Okay, and a little freeze. Little baha. Get to the window. Okay, they get my stuff, and I pull up a little bit, and I smell something that I say, this ain't it. Okay, I look at my tacos. It's white stuff. I guess it's maybe some cream or whatnot. I don't know. I didn't want that. That ain't what I ordered. I can't eat tacos with white stuff. I don't like white stuff Even though I'm in white. I don't like white stuff on my tacos. Okay, I don't like white stuff in general. Okay, I don't like ranch. I don't like sour cream. I don't like nothing. There's nothing I eat. There's nothing goes in my mouth that's white. Maybe rice. Just rice. Nothing else besides rice. A little bit of bread. Okay. My point is, I don't want this white, creamy stuff on my tacos. And why I smell spicy? What the fuck did y'all do? So I pulled around the drive-through line because I was in the drive-through. Okay, I was in the drive-through. Went right around and got back in line. It was one car ahead of me that was at the window. So I pulled up to the window. I was like, excuse me, I was just here. You just saw me. Okay. This is my order. Okay. I don't know what this white stuff is, but this ain't what I wanted. Can I get the two crunchy tacos, no lettuce, extra seasoned beef? That's it. That's all. Okay. Then they tell me, well, which I told you what I ordered. Okay, I was just right here. I was just right here. You just seen me pull around. Okay. Okay. Look, the only reason I had to pull around because I pulled up a little bit too far past the window to be able to back up and say, hey, this ain't mine. So I'm at the window. Here you go. Here's the bag back. I don't want this. It's not what I ordered. They told me, well, man, you have to come inside. I said, for what? Well, we can't fix your order. And I said, I ordered through the drive-through. Y'all took my order through the drive. You can't fix a drive-through order in the drive-through. When that happened? When that happened? Well, you have to come in. I was like, sir, no. Mm-mm. Refund me. Okay. If you can't get me two crunchy tacos, bitch. You can't put two tacos and some meat and some cheese on the thing. Why not? Why four? Okay. So the boy walk away, a lady walk up, okay, looking at me like I said, ma'am, I ordered simple two things. Well, your order on I said, no. The automated machine was messing up. Could not take my order. Okay. The girl came on to my order. My order never popped up on the screen. Because she said pull around, bitch. And why would I think two tacos would be that difficult to get right? Okay. And so she was like, ma'am, I'm not coming in. Okay. If you can't fix my shit here in the drive-through, because I ordered in the drive-through, refund me my money, please, and thank you. Okay. It had an attitude with me. How y'all mad at me? I have never known them to say we can't fix the drive-through order in the drive-through. Now, had they said pull around and wait, cool, I would have waited. But no, I'm not gonna get out my car, coming in, wait in the Taco Bell line. No, no. Give me my money back, bitch. I got a refund. But because I said y'all should know if the speaker don't work, then you should be like, hey, what did you order? And repeat my order. I said it 3 times. It was two fucking tacos. It's like saying I want some water. You fucking up ice water? The fuck? Then he couldn't count right. I probably did get child. So as I pulled off, I threw the phone. After I pulled off, because I was so upset, I was so aggravated, I just threw the bag at the window and it hit the wall, and I kept driving. So all I got was my. Then I had no straw. This live was almost canceled because I didn't get my tacos. So here we are. I hate the automated ordering bots at drive-thru restaurants. I think it's the stupidest thing ever because I should not have to say, no, I want two tacos. Just two tacos. Okay. No lettuce. Okay. No lettuce. That's it. Wrong order. No, it's not right. No, I want a large girl. It made me mad. God was so aggravated. I was so aggravated. How y'all doing? Hello, y'all. I know I have not been on that much at all. I have not been on that much at all. Okay, my apologies. It's been really crazy at work, and I'll be just tired mentally when I get home. But we here today. Okay, and so we're gonna do it. Yeah, I had a long day at work. Even though I'm off Thursday and Friday and then Monday as well, it's been a long week. The things we're having to handle at work because people are idiots is a lot. Having to correct people takes so much mental fortitude because you can't be mean and rude with or whatever. You have to be polite. So boom. Besides being tired, you know what I'm saying? And all I want, I'm like, I can go get me a good old taco real fast and whatnot. Okay. I got some real simple bitch. And you fucked up my tacos and then told me I can't get my order fixed in the line. I gotta come inside and it's a line on the inside. There was no cars behind me. You can't put some meat in the taco and some cheese. They gave you, I don't know what it was, but I smelt it. Like I am a picky eater. So if I order food, I can smell something that I didn't order. Onions, any kind of different cheese, any kind of sauce. I smell it. And so I smelled it instantly. Yeah, and the reason I added extra meat because that Taco Bell, they be on some bullshit. So I always get extra beef for my taco because then I don't get lettuce or whatever. Anyway, yeah, but this made me mad. It was just aggravating, and y'all can't fix my order in drive through. But I ordered in drive through. You just sent me 13 seconds ago. You just took my card. What do you mean come inside? For what, bitch? Girl. Oh, I do like Alfredo sauce. That's it. So rice and chicken Alfredo sauce. I'm not a white liquid girl. No, But yeah, I was aggravated from having a long day at work and just tired in general. And once I got my little refund, let me see. I don't even know. All I know, they ain't giving me my right stuff back. Okay, let me see the receipt. The receipt say, hold on down here. Okay, the receipt say 2 beef crunchy tacos, add spicy ranch. I didn't want no spicy ranch, bitch. I didn't ask for no spicy ranch. That ain't what I said. Okay. $5.97, girl. They gave me $5, 5, 6, 7. They gave me $8 and some change. I feel like I didn't get all my money. I do. But yeah, I don't. Little bitch. I was so aggravated. Give me my money. Give me my money right now. Okay. I threw it out my window and it hit the wall of the Taco Bell. I did not throw it at the people. I wasn't that crazy. I wasn't that upset. I would never toss food at people at their job. However, I will litter and toss that shit on the ground outside. Take this shit. I kept my drink though. And I'm home. Okay. And that's how the fight started. Okay. Hi. I need a drink. Should I have a drink on camera, y'all? I'm not gonna do it. Well, I may drink tomorrow on camera because I'm off the rest of the week. So I may have a double shot. I may have a shot of the Douce that's in the refrigerator. Because I haven't drank that at all yet. That's not for me, it's for other people. Yeah, I was just like you're making me mad. They made me upset. Okay. Anyway, I hope y'all had a good time. I hope if y'all had a Taco Bell and out whatever y'all ordered was right. Because my shit was wrong. Okay. And it made me mad. And I've never, and that's like my neighborhood. Like it's like in my neighborhood. I go there all the time. You know what I'm saying? They be getting worse. And there was black people. So many black and me. Stop. Nothing. I'm probably some peaches. But I didn't think enough to cook. And you know what? I made I'm gonna scramble up a little egg and some cheese, a little sausage in the air fryer, little egg, and little eggs. Okay. No, I wasn't that crazy. I did not toss it at their window. Cause I felt like if I did that may be like assault, and I don't want to get arrested because I don't want to go to jail. I gotta work. No, yeah. I mean, it probably would be water, but at least make it seem. You be hating y'all. But yeah, I'm at home now. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, y'all, look, it is some topics to get into because people been acting up all week or whatever, and I said, girl, get into it and whatnot because why not? Look, I was happy to get a color coordinated little thing around here because all these people can sometimes not be the best photogenic on here because they be having dumb outfits on. Anyway, where I want to start. Where do I want to start? Wrong box. Boom. One of the people that killed that baby. Hold on. I want to start there, okay? Because I want to take out my frustrations of me being aggravated with Taco Bell. And now when I'm done on my lap, I'm gonna have to go around here and scramble up some eggs, I'm saying, with some cheese and cut up a little extra sausage and put it in the air fryer and fry it on up. Okay, I made a little piece of toast, you know, little peaches and whatnot. But these people killed that baby, okay? Look, we kept saying that lady lying, okay? Everybody kept saying that baby getting kidnapped, okay? It was not no Mexican. Ain't no Mexican run up and say, "Hola," that was not what happened. And now we know the parents of the little itty bitty baby, was it Emmanuel? What was his name? Yeah, Emmanuel Haro, have officially been arrested. Why? Because they are murderers. And I feel like the police should have just arrested them day one. Okay? Hold up. Look, my daddy, may he rest in peace, was the king of cutting up a good extra sausage, you know, put it in the skillets, fried on up. Okay, flip one side, boom, flip one side, bam. Okay, get it fried up. Get your little toasted bread, a little bit of toasted bread, little slice of cheese. Okay, and boom, you have that. Okay, so I'm gonna have that with a little bit of egg as well, because I could not get my damn tacos. But no, back to the killers. So the mama and daddy, let's see, Rebecca and Jake Haro have officially been booked on murder with malice in connection to the disappearance of their baby. Now, the news people said some things, okay, because I felt like we saw it coming and we're waiting.
Been in close contact with the DA's office, and they just filed those charges formally against Emmanuel Haro, that baby's parents. Both of them are now in jail. They're being held on $1 million bail each, so $2 million total. We know that arraignment is going forward at 1:30 this afternoon. That's going to be here at the Riverside Hall of Justice. Take a look at this, though. If you haven't seen this, both of them were arrested on Friday, as you see in this video. The parents of Emmanuel Haro, that 7-month-old baby, they were arrested at their Cabazon home. Court documents filed today reveal prosecutors believe the baby was murdered between August 5th and the 14th. That's new information. Up to 9 days before Rebecca claimed her baby was kidnapped from a Big Five store parking lot in Yucaipa.
Also, I feel like the mama's black eye looked old. So the whole time that she was on camera, oh my God, someone took my baby. The black eye did not even look like a fresh black eye. And she just got beaten up. If you're gonna lie, at least lie better. Okay. Now I had seen the video of the daddy with the police in his little jail outfit or whatever, and they were like on some road in the bushes and whatnot. They killed that baby and then lied. Okay. And they were saying that some family people were saying how they had not seen their baby in a couple of weeks. So put them under the jail. Okay. Beat them up. They both should get life. And I'm wondering, did the mama kill the baby and the daddy didn't know? Because he took the police out to some pasture looking for the body or whatever. Now, no one has said that they found the child's body as of yet, but you have to be, is it a sound issue? Every time I be like, hold on. Sound issue? I don't. Look, if everybody can't hear me, or if you can't hear me, get a refresh. Because I think the sound is still working on my end when I just cut the volume up. Because I would hope y'all would tell me before that, okay? Lock their asses up under the jail. Okay, lock them up under the jail. Put them down below where the devil be at. Okay, down there. Because to kill the baby and then fake a kidnapping and blame a Mexican is like, why Mexican? I hope they go to prison. I do. And again, they're both being held on $1 million bail. Good. They should not get out. And the crazy part is, when I heard that the daddy had been convicted of like beating up a younger baby, like maybe in 2023, and then I think like his sister like adopted the baby, and the baby is like forever like disabled. I'm like, why would, once you beat up a baby and you disable a baby, you should not be able to have more babies. Like that should be a rule. And it should absolutely be a rule. So I hope they find the baby. Because my thing is, find the baby, because everybody still did the proper burial. So these are two evil motherfuckers, and I hope they get booty pounded in prison. That sounds horrible, but it's how I feel. We're gonna say congrats, I guess so, to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce going from dating black women to dating the whitest white girl is crazy to me. Okay. I'm not gonna hit. Was he just lollygagging with the black women? And he looked more white now than before. Okay, because when you marry mayonnaise, you turn into mayonnaise. Okay, but they announced today they are engaged. She said your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. I mean, is this their first? Is this their first marriage? I don't know that, man. I don't think she's been married before. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice ring. Okay. I am not I wonder. Hold on, y'all. I gotta quickly contact the head of sports. He might wait, what time is it? How many has Travis been married before?
No, I think he was engaged to somebody, but I don't think he ever got married.
But was he with black woman before?
Yeah, he had a black fiance.
He went from black to Taylor Swift. Okay.
I mean, you can't. I mean,
no. I'm not gonna say it. You don't say it. Don't you say it because it's on the thing. You say hi to the people.
Oh, he's lying. Oh,
yes.
You gotta give me a warning.
That's fine. I saw what you was gonna say, and I was like, no, you can't tell on me. You was gonna tell on me, wasn't you?
I don't know, sir.
Okay. So only a black fiance and no marriage. Okay.
I don't think he ever got married, but she didn't. But she had a bunch of fiancés too. But I know he was previously engaged to a black lady. Then something happened with them. You gotta look it up. And then he got with her. So
Well, good time for football for you. You can see about the football season.
I ain't think about Taylor Swift. The Kansas City game come on, turning it.
Go to bed.
That's all they're gonna be talking about. I ain't got time for that.
Well, you like football.
I don't like. I mean, I ain't got a problem with Taylor Swift, but I keep my football and entertainment separate.
You're a very separate person. That's very true.
Sure.
Okay, thank you, CEO of Sports. I'll send you your payment.
Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Yep.
So him going from a black fiance to Taylor Swift is weird to me. I never disliked Taylor Swift, but I also feel she seems fake to me. I think that's what it is. And I feel like him being with her makes him fake too. Just out of connection or whatever. If I know he white. I know he's white, but before he wasn't white. You know, if you look at pictures of him before, wasn't Travis? Is it Travis or what was his man name? I don't know sports. Travis Kelce. The pictures of him I seen before he got with Taylor Swift, I just felt like he looked like he grew up maybe around some black people. He had like a fade haircut, okay, and stuff like that. It was just different. You know what I'm saying? He got with Taylor Swift and he became white. Okay, like weird white. You know, not weird. I won't say weird white, but like just a different person or whatever. So I mean, I wish them years of happiness. I do. I know most because him was like he don't like missing, you know, entertainment shit with sports. So the fact that they was like, oh, Travis Kelce's engaged on the screen, like this isn't bullshit. And I do feel like the gang will now have her included in it, and I don't care. So, you know, congrats to them. Okay, but yeah, he's white now. This is even child. This even feels staged. Was this the proposal? I don't like things that feel inauthentic. And something about all of this feel like, you know what, let's make it pretty for the cameras and let's pose for the cameras and we'll just anyway. They married. They get married. I don't care that much. The girl from what's her name? Sammy from Jersey Shore had a baby. She had a whole bunch of like pregnancy issues. I think she had some like maybe infertility or whatever. Her and that man, her husband, fiance, had a baby. Okay, Vincent Keith May, born August 20th. Congrats. When anybody has, you know, a hard time getting pregnant and they didn't get pregnant, they get married, they got over their crazy as ex-boyfriend or whatever, we have to say congratulations. So congrats to Sammy from the Jersey Shore on the birth of the baby. Okay, we love it. Jay-Z and Beyonce are going to build a $10.8 million estate. When people already own huge houses and estates, why do they build more stuff? I mean, I only need one house to live in. I need one house to live in, maybe two. Okay, maybe you have an East Coast place and a West Coast place, so that way when it's cold on the East Coast, you go west and vice versa. But I'm like, don't they already have a whole bunch of stuff? $10.8 million. It's going to be a spectacular rural retreat. It's going to have a lake, some woodlands, a sprawling country mansion. I guess so. If you can afford it, okay, it's going to be over there in the UK. Okay, a governor, all that stuff. That's a lot of money. Y'all, look, tell Jay-Z and Beyonce to send me $80K. If you're going to spend $10.8 million for a house you probably won't always be at, but will sometime be at, I mean, you know what? Y'all right. Maybe they want to escape here. Okay. Maybe they don't want to be here anymore. So they're going over there. And then that way, if I can build exactly what I want, not have to buy something someone else lived in. Okay, they lived in it, they had sex in it. Okay, they probably dirty people with dirty feet. Okay, and whatever. I'm gonna build what I want. So again, congrats to them on spending. Jay-Z and Beyonce, just send me 80K. Okay, if you're gonna waste the money, waste it on me. I want it. Okay. The police in Florida is getting gangster. Okay, it said the policeman, the police sheriff, okay, the Polk County sheriff came to a press conference wearing the drug dealer's chain. I was like, now why would you do that?
I got their drip. I got their body. We got their guns. We got their dope. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
What in the Cracker Barrel is going on here? The county sheriff doing a press conference in the drug dealer's chain. Ain't that supposed to be in evidence?
Last week we did a press conference as a result of a grand jury indictment for first-degree murder because this team, these guys at the top, sold the drugs that killed a 65-year-old lady. I told you last week that we would be back and talk now about this wire intercept investigation that we all worked on together.
So first of all, I can't take any person serious wearing a drug dealer chain. It's just weird to me. And I mean, it's bad that the lady died, but why she buying drugs? She old enough to know. I mean, if you 65, if you 65, wasn't that Nancy Reagan who said don't do drugs, crack is whack or whatever? You should know not to do no damn drugs. I'm just saying. But now if they selling bad drugs, okay, that kill people, that's different. You can't sell bad drugs, okay? Your drugs supposed to keep people having feeling good and whatnot, okay? But sir, take that goddamn chain off. I don't like it. It's weird to me. Tyrese, what's his name? What's the man's name? Oh my God, Kurt Franklin. Kurt Franklin has a podcast, okay? And men come around there and they have conversation about, love, life, mentorship, strong men, weak men, all the things. They have all these kind of conversations. So Tyrese is around here being Tyrese.
As kings, we deserve more than one. And whatever religion you go by, Christianity, Solomon had 400 wives.
Did he? Let me Google it. Solomon had how many wives and what? Okay, King Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. For what? He had all them women, okay, turned his heart from God, and he went downhill. Nobody needs 700 nothing, okay? And maybe $700,000, maybe. No one needs 700 of any individual. That's weird.
A lot of them in the Bible had wives. If you're a Muslim, you can have up to 5 wives.
I would love to know, brothers, even starting up the conversation, what are your thoughts about my brother's thoughts and perspectives on?
What food are they eating? The food sounds juicy. Kurt Franklin's is munching.
Oh, well, I mean, you want safe?
100. It's a 100 conversation.
Yeah, so my body count is a little scary. Serious. I would be considered a pathologist.
Tyrese saying he is a pussyologist to Kurt Franklin in a conversation about love and women and whatnot. Tyrese is a
just so no.
Go ahead, continue.
No, so going back to
us as kings, we deserve more than one.
My specific career, everywhere I go, every audience I perform in front of, every club I host, I pretty much never see dudes. It's all women.
So you had to fuck them all? I feel like when people say, wherever I go, it's women. So what? Every bus driver don't fuck every goddamn person on the bus. You being in a profession where you have to be around a lot of women, you don't have to bang them all.
It's been that way from the beginning. And so I got to a point where I'm safe here, but if I felt even more safe, I would be willing to go public with what I believe my number is. But it's crazy.
But I want you to feel
what I've been doing. No, I'm not going to mention the number.
Oh no.
But I'm saying what I believe my number is a little scary, because I got to a point where a powerful man of God asked me a question, and he said, without even coming at me, he just said, "Hey, Reese, let me ask you, man, how many more?"
That meant stop going to the clinic, getting your penis fixed because you keep banging on people. I also feel like he's lying a little bit, because anytime someone can't give a straight out explanation of what they're trying, when you're trying to think of what to say, you're thinking of a lie. So do I think someone walked up and said, well, how many more women you gonna fuck? Yes. Because he maybe heard about your reputation.
That's deep. Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, how many more? He did not come at me. I was not attacked. I didn't feel attacked. He didn't be like, come on, like, how many? When you've been out here doing that, I mean, come on. He said, how many more? So before he asked me the question, I already had it in my head that I'm doing too much, too often, too many cities, too many states, too many countries. It's too much.
Tyrese might be the outbreak monkey. Yeah, just be quiet. And when I was maybe 20, maybe 19, I don't know. I was out of high school. My friend's mom, she told me and her daughter, okay? My friend's mom was like, I don't know why she said this, but she was like, children count sex partners because it's a game to them. Adult people aren't really counting sex partner because you're not out there like that, okay? Once you have to start counting, you're doing too much. Okay, once you have to put a number behind how many things you've been with, you're doing too much, because there should never be a number. I said, number? You know what I'm saying? So Tyrese trying to make it seem as if I have this large number, I can't say it out loud. Then why bring it up? And I saw another clip with Sky, because Sky Black was sitting there. He is married to KJ. They're both on the BT shows or whatever. So going from seeing Sky discuss how happy he was to, no longer be homeless, be a working actor, find the love of his life, get married, we got a baby on the way, to go from that loving conversation to Tyrese discussing he's banged every lady from Timbuktu to $2.10 is stupid to me. I also feel like Tyrese liked to just hear himself talk for no reason. For no reason. And who cooked the food? Okay, who did that? But yeah, I don't want to see Tyrese anymore. He aggravates me now. Speaking of bad parents and bad people, Jasmine Brown, she is the baby mama. She's the latest baby mama to ex-football player. What's his man's name, child? I always forget his name. Cam Newton. She put up, if God gave me a son, I'd be so nervous because I feel like I'd be subconsciously raising him to be a man I can only dream of, but never experience. And that's traumatic. all in all, I'm just praying for healthy full-term pregnancy, labor, and delivery for me and my baby, boy or girl, I don't care. I'm just praying for a healthy baby, okay? Everyone keeps wishing his son on me. They keep saying there's no love like the love of a son, and that gives me so much anxiety because what is that? Girl, maybe she trolling. Oh, thank you, Cam. It's Cam Newton. What did I say? It's not Cam Newton. I feel like when people say I would raise my child to be something I never experienced, I'm like, you do know that makes it feel as if whoever you got pregnant by or your parents wasn't a good representation of, a man or a woman. I feel like her having her second child with Cam Newton, it's a choice. Now maybe she's seeing like maybe this is her trying to say, you know what, I would not want my child to be like his father. So I would have to raise him to be someone completely different. But how easy would that be if Cam Newton is the father figure in his life? It's weird, and I always say when we get with men, sometimes we don't know who they are. Men they will trick and fool you. People trick and fool us all the time, okay? However, by the time she got with Cam Newton, he was a fully publicized individual who had been known to make poor choices that better served him than other people. So once you make a choice to get pregnant, look, if you want to fuck Cam Newton for money, I don't care. Get the money, get the dick, okay? But once you want to procreate, okay, with an individual who, as you were saying, you've never experienced, the kind of man what girl, is the money worth it? It can't be, because you seem stressed. And that's not a knock to Cam as if he can't eventually become a great person. But I just don't understand being the fourth or fifth baby mama. Even don't even be the third. Once you see how reckless he was with the first two women, and he has multiple children, I would not want to procreate with that. I would not. Because you're signing yourself up to be the baby mama. Now, you may get money from it, sure. But how healthy is that for your child that the daddy is Cam fucking Newton? Who is a girl? I do wish her a healthy baby and a healthy pregnancy. Okay? But we shall see. But you can't get pregnant by that man. Tiana Taylor. Did y'all see her? Look, she had the Escape Room album and whatnot, and they're starring her with Aaron Pierre, author with Lakeith Stanfield. I watched the visual album. It was like a 30, maybe 35 or 38 minutes, maybe, like movie. It was really good. You know what I'm saying? Her mind is kind of crazy, whatever. I still have to listen to the full album, but I have not done that yet. But so far, I love it. Okay, I think she said, forget my ex-husband. Okay, I have to come out and show him it's F you today, F you forever. Okay, and I know some folk are trying to put it as if, well, she made this album about Aaron. The album ain't about Aaron. It's not even about their love or their relationship. The album is really about her finding herself. It was also about her and Iman and what they went through and how she had escaped that shit. Okay. And I think it's great that in the end she found someone else, in Aaron Pierre. But I just need folk to know the purpose of this album, and even if the visual movie that she did with the music is not about her and Aaron. It really isn't. I think if you watch it and that's all you get, I mean, cool. But if you listen, it's really about her finding herself. And she just happened to also find a great ass man. And because he is also an actor in this or whatever, he helped EP her album and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because he's also a person, in the arts. And I know he be rapping sometimes too. But again, it was look, girl. At one point, I said they be doing it. They be doing it, okay? And I think the reason she used Aaron in the visuals because I think she wanted to be sexually vulnerable. And that's easier to do when you're with somebody that you have a connection to. You know what I'm saying? You can really feel free enough to be a little bit naked, okay, little kissing and hugging, okay. And I think she was lucky enough to have a partner who could help her get her vision out. But I don't want anyone to think that her album was about her and Aaron. Okay, it's not. It's really about her. It's her as a woman, her as a mom, her as a wife, her as an artiste. Okay, it's really about that. It's about freedom of all of that, and the visuals were just. I said, "Big Day is amazing." Okay, I can't play this video. Even Lakeith had a small-ish role or whatever. We're gonna assume he's playing, Iman's character and stuff. But to me, Iman, to me, Lakeith also stands for anything that was an obstacle hurting her, and she had to break free. Okay. So if you have not already watched the film, it's on her YouTube or on her YouTube. I think it's on YouTube, and also I think maybe is it Amazon? I think it's on Amazon as well. The album is everywhere. Okay. Look, I said, girl, bitch, I know. Look, there is something about there is a difference between a sexual connection and intimacy. You know what I'm saying? You can somebody and it's just sex. You know what I'm saying? You can absolutely bang somebody and it has nothing to do with the intimacy between two people. And to me, when I watched this scene, bitch, I said, oh, that's intimacy. Okay. That is chemistry to the max. That is a connection to where, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bitch, I know you didn't, girl, not that, look, I say, look, you better do it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she was lucky enough that when she did it, she was with someone who she was with who could also be in the visuals. You know what I'm saying? That was a plus. Okay. But y'all have to go and watch it. Okay. It's a story. It's a full-fledged story. And on the visual album video movie, there is a part where her daughters, it's a song with her daughters. I was boo crying. I said, oh my God, not the babies. Because it was the daughters saying, you know what I'm saying, mommy, we love you. You've always been, the great blah, 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 blue. But when daughter said, we saw your smile come back. We saw you come back to who you. I was like, oh my God. Because to me, that means the daughters saw a change in their mom and then saw their mom come back to life. I said, that was so sweet. Girl, I was boo crying because I think as women, sometimes we don't realize how we don't even know we've lost what we did not know we had. And that's just ourselves. So her kids saying, we saw the spark in you again. I was like, bitch, that is so on the end, girl. It was cute. So yeah, if y'all have not watched the film, go watch it. If you have not heard the album, go listen to it. It's a song called I think it's called Poom Poom. What is it called? Poom Poom something. Hold on. Hold on. Because the Poom Poom song is with what's going on? Did you refresh it? Is my screen weird, y'all? I hope the screen ain't being dumb. But hold on. The name of the song is called Poom. It's called Poom Poom Jump. Okay, it's a song called Poom Poom Jump. It's with her, Jill Scott, and Tyler. And I said, "Ooh, it's the Poom Poom Jumping." I said, "Let the Poom Poom Jump." So it was cute. YouTube and hater, for sure, for sure. But yeah, go listen to Poom Poom Jump. I like it. I like the album itself. Okay. Anyway, yeah, go listen to it. But yeah, the album is not about her and Aaron. Okay, just don't think that. Okay, leave it be. Oh yeah, the Menendez people, they both got denied parole. Okay, the one, what's his brother name? This is Lyle. Lyle was denied parole, and then the brother, Eric, was also denied parole. Now, the Menendez brothers, who we know were convicted of killing their parents back in the 80s, or was it the 90s? 89. Okay, 89. I mean, they did the murder. So what you gonna do? You know, they get and I know the parents was horrible people or whatever. Look, sometimes when people are horrible people and you kill them, sometimes you have to go to prison. And sometimes when someone is horribly affecting you and you kill them, you know what? I'm gonna go sit down in prison because they gotta go. So they gotta go. Okay. So yeah, both brothers were both denied parole. They've already done 36 years in prison. Okay. After that Netflix thing came out, I think a lot of people felt like, oh, they'll get off. No, they're still in there. Mm-hmm. They're not going nowhere. They're gonna leave them be. Okay, leave them around there. Y'all, I seen this and I said, what? I have never seen a picture of Colt 45's parents. Okay, but somebody said this is. I said, because I've never thought to question. Let's see, Colt 45's parents. I never thought to look them up. Now I don't know how accurate that is. Oh no, that's them. I googled it. We don't like Colt 45 around here. And so my comment said his parents look like they come from a family that sleep with each other to keep the bloodline in the family. I said what I said. They look like cousins. They look like kissing cousins. Okay. But so's Colt 45. But I just thought if y'all have never seen that man's parents, that's them. Okay, so Google it at your own risk. Okay, to that man's people. Anyway. Now, y'all take 1 minute, okay, like the video because I asked y'all to, and then come back. We'll get into the thumbnail people, and that's it. And we're back. Who I want to start with? Well, let's start with Mel. Mel, we know, left Love and Marriage Huntsville after last season. She was in the Ebony magazine, and she was discussing, her leaving the show and all of that. Now, I read the full interview that she did with Ebony magazine, and what I love the most is her just really saying, I left for a reason. I left for a reason. I'm not going to watch the show for a reason. I left my marriage for a reason. I appreciate the fans feeling like I was a great part of the show. They missed me for a reason, but I moved on. Okay, I am bigger and better. Okay, so whenever you walk away from the lion's den, why would you go back where the lions are? To protect my own emotional health, my own mental health, I don't allow myself to engage or be a part of a trauma that I am still healing from. I do not watch the series. That is still very much a triggering piece for me because of a lot of what I went through on that show. And I think the one thing that aggravates me the most about Carlos King right now is they discuss everybody else leaving shows and all the drama, but he has not directly addressed the star of his main show choosing to leave. And to me, that is a cop-out. Because even when they discuss the show, the current episodes or whatever, him, Carlos, Dustin, and Claudia, Carlos never discusses Mel. I was listening to them today, and I love how Dustin brought up how Martell traumatized and child was horrible to Mel. And I appreciate that Dustin still speaks up and calls shit out like it's supposed to be. But Mel said like that place was trauma to me. I ain't going back. Okay, don't ask me if I'm gonna go back. I ain't going. No, not today, not ever. She's doing other things. She has her other. She owns, I think, like a network now. She has shows now. Her makeup, I think she's gonna do like a makeup line. Her all that stuff. But I appreciate her. So you know what? I'm not even dealing with that. A part of me feel like they be trying to poke at Mel, hoping she will respond or say something. But like I said, I don't even watch the show. So I don't know what's going on. Leave me out of it, bitch. I'm done. It's great with her gone. And I mean that in no forget her way. I mean her being gone forces all of them to own up to their own shit. And she is prospering elsewhere. And I like the fact that she's not trying to move backwards. It's bad that she has to deal with Martell because he's a daddy. You know what I'm saying? But her, like, no, I don't. I left my marriage for a reason. I left that show for a reason. I ain't going back. Leave me be, bitch. I said, you better do it, Mel. This man right here, you know what I'm saying? What's this man's name? Tyreek Hill. Now, I feel like before they got married, Tyreek Hill had a whole bunch of kids. A part of me feel like he had got a couple of women pregnant, like right before the wedding. Not before he met his fiance, not before they got engaged, but like during his relationship with his fiance, when I was gonna be his ex-wife. He had kids with other women. So I am not marrying a man who, as we are engaged, he's knocking other women up. A part of me felt like she played the long game and she knew he ain't shit. She knew he be cheating. However, he gonna be rich. I'ma sit down, play my part, okay, get married, get knocked up. And the moment he owns some more bullshit, I'm going to get the monies. Okay? He has the one kid with his soon-to-be ex-wife, a son, some twins, with an ex-fiance. He then had babies with a son with a lady named Brittany and a son with someone named Camille. Again, he was knocking up other people while engaged to the Keita girl. But Keita, I think Keita said, I'm going to get the ring. So now they filed, well, she filed for divorce with him. And she getting the monies. Again, she played the long game. She allowed him to play duck, duck, goose. Okay? Yeah, get her pregnant, get me pregnant, marry me, bitch. And you keep playing, I want the monies. So she filed for divorce. Okay. And she's gonna get about a child. She's getting $500,000 in a one-time payment. Okay, 500. I told her somebody give me 80K. Okay, she's getting $500,000 for a one-time payment. She's getting about between 20 to 50,000 a month in spending money. If I spend, that's not spending money. So again, 500K one-time payment, between 20 to 50K per month in spending money. She's also getting he has to give her 100K to buy a new car. 100, bitch, cars can cost 30K. 100K. So again, 100K to buy a new car. Also he has to pay 450K for her legal fees. And she also gets exclusive use of their $5.5 million Miami mansion. Now I think he's a good player. Because I be needing him on speed up. See, he be getting ready for bed. I don't know how much that man make. If you watching him, tell me how much Tyreek be making. Is he a good player? But again, you know, he also has to cover mortgage and girl, the mortgage and the bills of the house. They were married for 17 months. Okay, 17 months. Child, she didn't put it in Porsche. She did better than Portia. Okay, because he's having to pay all the bills, get her new car, lump sums, and monthly amounts. Now, and this is all temporary because again, they're still going through divorce. Okay, basically the only win he got was the judge ruled that she could not have, access to his debit card. Okay, she can't just swipe it on up. Child, I wonder, like, what else can she? 40 mil. If he worth 40 mil, she just got him for a good million. Just 1 million, okay? You better keep playing. 40 million. 40. Come on now, Bernie. Bernie, that's a good man, Savannah. Hold on, where's she at?
He's a good man, Savannah. A good man.
And sometimes a good man means he has money. Okay, a good man sometimes don't have nothing to do with how he is as a person. All it means is he can pay the bills. Okay, so congrats to her for, again, look, sometimes it's worth it to play the long game and be stupid. She has a beautiful baby out of it. You know what I'm saying? She will get money upon money upon money. Okay. Now, hopefully, when the money run out, she has saved a couple of dollars and whatnot. But child, I said, y'all hoes. But he dumb. Okay. You can't marry a person and then think you can still fuck around. Megan Thee Stallion is, suing people. Okay. Now, I don't watch the DJ Academics person. I think he's a troll. I think he's a little itty bitty fucking leprechaun who is aggravating. But he released a piece of the deposition because he's been accused of like taking money and saying, mean things, like defamation. Y'all, I think he's some lawyer. And this is some of the stuff that happened in the court case.
I've ever been. And asked
right, you say it basically anywhere and anywhere you've ever been, and as loudly and publicly as you can, correct?
Yeah, if I'm speaking my personal opinion, yeah, of course.
Okay, and just so that I'm clear, you were not present on June 12th, 2020, when Miss Pete was shot, right?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't at the party, correct?
No.
You weren't in the car, right? You weren't on the street, correct?
No.
You weren't a witness at all whatsoever, right?
I was not.
So you couldn't actually say that you knew that Tory did not shoot Miss Pete because you weren't present, right?
Yeah, I'm not unequivocally saying that it didn't happen. What I'm saying is,
I'm sorry. Hold on. Start again because there was something I didn't hear clearly. Go ahead.
I wouldn't say, I'm 100%. This is the fact. I'm telling you my personal opinion and my belief. That chick is a liar, and I don't believe liars. So, her story. Again, I accept the verdict. I accept all of this stuff. I don't accept a liar. I think she's a liar. She was a liar then. She's a liar now. She's gonna be a liar tomorrow. And yeah, that's it.
You should never go to a deposition and not have a lawyer. Okay, you should never go in a deposition trying to defend yourself when you don't know what the fuck is going on. Now, lawyers will walk you right into a trap. Okay, and then you fucked up. You can't. We cannot be on our YouTube channels or on our podcast, whatever, saying stuff as if it's fact. He was trying to say as a fact, Meg's lying. She wasn't shot. He was talking as if he was there. The lawyer asked him specifically, were you there at the shooting? Were you there at the party? No. But you kept saying loudly and boldly what was true, false, or whatever. Well, yeah, you're dumb. Because now you walked yourself into a lawsuit.
Do you believe she perjured herself on the stand at the criminal trial? Is that reason?
I wouldn't know. That would be something the prosecutors would have to answer. But that, we've rarely seen.
Just personally,
he's stupid and we don't like him. I hope Meg sues him and gets his chair, his car, his house, his computer, because you can't. You sucking Twi'lek's penis, and maybe he likes sucking dick. Okay, maybe he prefers it. A lot of folk like penis. I like penis. I do. But you shouldn't look, don't play in court. It's that simple. You should not play in court. Okay. Everybody suing everybody. And if you're saying on the record, no, I wasn't there, but I keep saying she lying. I keep saying it ain't true. Well then, sir, I hope she sues you. And I hope your penis falls off. I don't like him. I don't. He really, really, really aggravates me, like to the point of no return. So I saw the clip of Shiloh punching a opponent in the football game. When I first saw it, I was on his side. I'm like, he can't be. They was holding him. That ain't fair. That is so unfair. Well, he's been cut from the team, and some folks feel like because he's Deontay's son, he's getting unfair treatment. But him told me, well, no, this is preseason. Okay, you can't be acting up on the stage or whatever. They only have so many spots around here. And if you are out here physically hitting someone, it's an easy reason for them to get rid of you. Plus, they already don't like you because you did. Okay. And so, unfortunately, Charlotte was cut from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after Charles swinging and punching him in the face. Deion said, I don't care if you rich.
Definitely. Background again. Nice to see you. Hey, just got to talk to you about, NFL is a tough business. Shallow had, some bad. It's just how have you talked to him and how are his spirits?
Most definitely. He's my son. I'm proud of my kids, all of them. And I prepared my kids for any and everything that could possibly happen in life and in sports. That's part of fathering. That's part of parenting. That's part of having a relationship.
I mean, but Deion, you didn't tell him how to swing. If you prepare, look, I get him saying he has prepared his sons or his children for life. Cool. But I also feel like you swung, he swung. Look, I get why he swung. I do. But when him was like, well, you can't do that in football. You know what I'm saying? It's different around there. Okay. Did you prepare him for that?
So he is mentally where he needs to be, physically where he needs to be. We're praying that he gets another opportunity to go with a team. But if he most definitely doesn't, the plans have already been put forward to what he's going to do next. So
what are you going to do next?
Shiloh is a man of many talents. I don't know if you guys know, he's a man of many talents, and he's going to be straight. All the Sanders are going to be straight, with or without football. You better believe that.
Well, now look, that's a quote. If my kids play football or not, they good. Because one, I'm already rich. Not only am I already rich, they have other endeavors to do as well. Okay, so it won't be, the end all be all of my kids if they don't play football. I just wish she would have look. You can't be. I guess you can't be swinging on people. I got it. I would have swung too. Okay, I would have swung too. You can't be grabbing on me and chasing me and the play over and you still dragging me. No, I'm gonna swing. Get off me, okay? But again, folk be like, oh, you can't do that. You can't be swinging on people. That's against the law. I guess so. I like breaking the law. No, I don't like. Snoop Dogg is catching a little bit of flack. Okay, Snoop Dogg was around here on an interview talking about how he was afraid, he's not scared to go to movies because, oh my God, it was a gay couple in the movie for my grandson.
What was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz, the Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
Yeah, Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie, like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman.
No, look, I'm a firm believer in, parents have the right to pick and choose when they have conversations about adult things with their kids. I fully understand you not wanting to have your kid exposed to different sexual orientations. Or I get it. I fully get it. However, I feel like we also have to be aware most cartoons and most even some kiddie things have very adult-like innuendos. You know what I'm saying? I also feel like this kind of movie is probably geared towards older kids who may be aware that gayness exists.
Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, fuck me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
Now, Snoop is the same person who was walking around with women on leashes. Snoop acted like a pimp with holes and stables in the beginning. Okay, I feel my opinion is even if you don't agree with certain lifestyles, you need to have a conversation with your kids because if not, they will learn it from somewhere else because it is everywhere. It is. And I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm saying that's the world that we live in. Because even if they don't see it in a movie, you can be at the fucking McDonald's. Today in society, you can see many different things, and you can't shield your kids forever. You can't. In my opinion, I do feel like there are conversations that parents are going to be forced to have because of the life lived. That can be having a conversation about sex, uh, drugs, okay, STDs, um, the LGBT, all that stuff, abuse, okay, because we are Uncle Billy beat up Auntie Becky, okay, and yeah, in the movie it wasn't about they had a baby together, they adopted a baby or had a little in vitro. I feel like there are even a single woman or a gay man or a single man, there are other ways that people have babies. Okay, so I don't think it's a thing that we're of being scared to go to a movie. I think Snoop Dogg saying he's scared to have the kid. I'm like, you had hoes, Snoop. You had hoes dog walking in chains and shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you come across a movie, a TV show, a ad on social media, if you come across something that has the kids asking a question, have a conversation. Because if the kid was old enough to ask the mama, they was what? You know what I'm saying? They're old enough to get a reasonable answer for someone their age. You can have a reasonable, you may not say they be fucking son. No, but you can say, well, they good friends. Okay, they good friends who adopted a baby. And leave it at that. It does not mean have a sexual conversation. It does not mean to have a literal clit upon. Like, I'm not saying tell them about tripping. Okay, I'm not saying tell them about the sex. None of that. But you can have a logical conversation that's age appropriate to explain to them what they saw in that movie, and then as they get older, they can figure other shit out. But let's not act like you is surprised at, oh my God, 2 women in the movie with a baby. Girl, the fuck by. Yeah, he tripping around here, smoking all the weeds. But you scared about it's they roommates. Yes. That is roommates. That's it. Yeah. People want to avoid conversations when there are actual age appropriate ways of answering children that sometimes has nothing to do with having a sexual conversation. They watch Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street, they fucking, and they don't know about it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, because why 2 grown men, puppets, sleeping in the same room? So there are always ways to have a conversation that does not make the child not aware of stuff, but also not give them too much. So Snoop, stop being a little bitch, okay? Don't do that. Don't be a bitch. Snoop, don't be a bitch. Not today, not ever. Karen is getting out of jail. I can't believe I'm like Karen did almost a whole year in the jail. Can you believe a whole fucking year? So Karen Huger from Housewives of Potomac, who was sent to jail, to prison. Okay, she was sentenced to 2 years with 1 year suspended. She went to jail back in February. Okay, she will be getting out next week on Tuesday. Her release date is September the 2nd. So she did roughly about 7 months in the prison. I know some, oh, that ain't long enough. Look, no one was hurt. You know, Karen should not be allowed to drive. Okay. I believe she still has she has probation. So it's not as if she get out and going back to drinking and drugging and driving. Okay. Again, she has, let's see, fine to pay of 5 years probation. So she can't get out and get back on the road. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not upset. I think anyone who went to jail for 7 months out of a year's sentence is great. You know what I'm saying? She did more than half her time. So the fuck, what you want us to do? Okay. Now I do wonder, will they have the Potomac cameras rolling? Because to me, they're still filming a little bit, okay? And because the season has not premiered in the preview, whatever, they should absolutely have Karen added on to the end of the season. Just saying. And to me, they also, that will be a way to, at the next reunion, Karen can show up and then atone for her prison sentence. Okay. So yeah, next week, the day after Labor Day, Karen will be free. Now I'm wondering, will she be well rested? Will she hide away? Or will she pop out? I don't know. But kudos and congrats to that lady. Okay. Raven, run. We keep seeing clips of Raven-Symoné and the wife on the podcast. We see and talked about last week when she said, oh, you know, people keep saying why I'm here. I made the podcast, not Raven. Now, I don't think her wife understands the Black culture enough to know when you say certain shit, we don't like you more. You know, we love Raven-Symoné. And I think she's so unaware of our culture that she's saying things that she doesn't get. Those are fighting words. Okay, fighting words.
I even thought I was Jewish for the longest time.
What are you?
Not
White?
Jewish, just like a white girl.
I like you guys together quite a bit.
She was really bummed because she thought that in marrying me, a Jewish girl, she was going to get an upgrade.
I was marrying rich too, and then I found out.
Yeah, but you're rich.
I doesn't mean that rich as me.
Really? Wait, what? You're wealthier?
Yeah. Part of why I feel like I have to stand like 10 toes down about it and speak with my whole chest is because so many people think I married Raven just for money.
So say I didn't. Say I'm richer.
I do. That's what I just did.
So
I don't. This is the thing. Her insinuating that people think she married Raven for her money sounds as if Raven isn't a catch. Sounds as if, well, who would want Raven? It sounds as if Raven is not good enough to get a good white woman. Okay. I don't get her saying everyone feel like I'm with her. What? No, I never thought that. Because to me, Raven is a beautiful woman. She sings funny. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, anyone saying, well, no one believes I would just be with her for her. It has to be, who would think that? We never said that. Now, we don't like you. And I think we don't like you because I think she tries so hard to be her own person, but she don't get it. Sometimes her trying to be her own person, it feel like she's dissing Raven. And it may not be, and Raven may not care at all. But saying that is a diss to Raven. And girl, what?
So do it right here.
I didn't marry Raven for money. I'm richer.
So you married Raven because you're attracted to her.
Yes.
I married Raven.
It's so soggy it broke.
I married Raven because I'm really attracted to her, even her boobs. And she might remove them and that's fine with me because I don't care.
And why would you say that? Why would you, girl? Even her coming out, even I don't know if it's a joke. Even her saying, I love her boobs, even though she don't love her boobs, and she may, why do that? So to me, Miranda doesn't understand. Raven, look, yeah, Raven is a fucking icon. So when you talk shit that you think is funny, ha 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 ha, the black people don't like you. We feel like you dissing our girl. And we wondering, does Raven cuss you out at home? We hope she do. We really hope that at the house she say, babe, you need to stop saying shit. Because the more you say shit, they're hating you more and more and more. Okay? They're not going to like you. And the more they don't like you, the more you're going to get more and more disdain from them about me. And every time I feel like she's trying to defend her love or their relationship, the more I feel like I want, when me and Raven divorce, I want to have a story to tell. That's how it feels to me. I don't like it. I don't. I'm happy Raven feels more secure in not having to be this extremely female presence of sexualized, beautiful, long hair. I'm happy she no longer feels like she has to cosplay herself as that kind of woman. I like the fact that she's more comfortable in her skin. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Look, I don't look. If you don't have to be a makeup wearing, long haired, heels, tight outfit woman. You can be whatever you want to be. But that damn wife of Ravens, child, it's weird. And they've been together for I feel like 9 or 10 years at this point or whatever. They had married. Sure. So the wife, she's 38 years old. They got married back in 2020. Okay. So it's been 5 years of marriage. Okay. We don't like you. But they met back in 2015. We don't like you. We don't like you. It's that simple. We don't like you.
Raven thought I was Jewish for the longest time.
What are you?
Not
White?
Jewish, just like a white girl.
I like you guys together quite a bit.
She was really bummed because she thought that in marrying me, a Jewish girl, she was going to get an upgraded.
I was marrying rich too, and then I found out.
Yeah, but you're rich.
I
Not
doesn't
as
mean that
rich as me.
Really? Wait, what? You're wealthier?
Yeah. Part of why I feel like I have to stand like 10 toes down about it and speak with my whole chest is because so many people think I married Raven just for money.
So say I didn't. Say I'm richer.
I do. That's what I just did.
So do it right here.
I didn't marry Raven for money. I'm richer.
And you know the crazy part is the other white woman who's egging this shit on. This is why sometimes you need 2 black people in the room if it's 2 white people. We need some evenness, okay? Sometimes white people don't get it, okay? And sometimes the joke being told isn't landing with the audience that you're trying to land with, okay? Meaning the black people, okay? So even if Miranda isn't richer than Raven, and she's being funny, you know, but sometimes you just need one extra black person in the room to say, you know that's not funny, right? You know the black people watching this is gonna not like you. Like, because I think Raven won't say that. You know what I'm saying? Raven won't say that unless it's other. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. I feel like Raven at times won't say what black people would say because she's the only black person in the room. And so if she says something like, you know what, they're not going to like that, Miranda won't get it. If there is more than her as a black person in the room, Raven probably feels better saying things because somebody else will get it. So Raven was sometimes to sit back and laugh because her black thoughts are not escaping her brain, but they're in there. You know, so I feel like a lot of times Raven doesn't let her black thoughts out. She just giggles and laughs. She thinks it and she knows it. And in her head, she's saying the comment sections right now are saying this white woman isn't right for Raven, but she won't say that out loud. She's not gonna say this white dog is not gonna let. Because when they had interviews with other black people, and Raven says, or she, responds back to black comments, black jokes, because there's someone else there who gets it. And in those moments, Miranda is the eyeball out. So look, I hope them love, life, and longevity. But Miranda, shut the fuck up. And I mean that respectfully. I do.
Raven thought I was Jewish for.
I mean it respectfully, but girl, shut the fuck up. Sometimes it's okay to just be quiet. Okay. Cause I got like 2 more things and then we're done. Oh, y'all, they saying first of all, what the fuck is Phaedra wearing? See, I know they're filming the new season of Housewives of Atlanta. And so there was an event for Kelly's new restaurant, the second location or whatever. And so they're filming. I don't know why they're all dressed like they're going to a different event. I loved Cynthia's outfit. I did. However, they show Tammy is there. Tammy, who was Waka Flocka Flame's ex-wife, but Tammy's with somebody else now. Tammy was there, so they're trying to say there go Drew. Looks great. They're trying to say that Tammy may be like a friend of. There go Angela, love her. Okay. They're saying that Tammy Rivera may be a possible friend of on the show. I don't know. And whatnot. But we see pretty cold right there. I don't know what the fuck is Phaedra wearing. What is Phaedra wearing, and what is Shamia wearing? Child. Anyway, we shall see once the new season starts. But let's get. I was going to touch on this. This whole love and hip hop Atlanta beef between Rashida and Yandy, I think is stupid. I keep seeing folk discussing it. You know what I'm saying? We got Yandy saying, Rashida and Kirk has a poly relationship with his baby mama Jasmine. We had Rashida saying Mendices and Yandy may girl, look, Yandy and Mendices, Rashida and Kirk are in a same marriage. Both women are married to men who fuck other people. And both wives know. Okay. Yandy can't talk shit about Rashida and vice versa. Because both of y'all husbands have been caught cheating. Kirk had a baby on Rashida and she stayed. Okay. Mendices is consistently being caught on audio and stuff talking to the women. Both of y'all are in open type marriages. So stop trying to talk shit. Both of y'all husbands are cheaters in some way or the other. So to me, I respect Rashida and Kirk more only because they are legally married, have been for years. Okay. And Rashida made the decision to stay with her husband. Yandy, we don't know if you and Mendices are married or not. We don't know. We still question the whole thing. However, both you hoes are married to men who have stepped out of the marriage in some kind of way. And also both women in some way, shape, form, or fashion has, wandered about a little bit here, a little bit. I was like, girl, who cares? But this whole little conversation with Bambi, like, I heard Rashida and Kirk. Is girl, we don't care. Kirk knocked that lady up in Rocky State. So what? You ain't no better. And I'm tired of seeing the posts about it. Girl, why? Water wet, y'all got men who fucking hoes. So what? So what? She told y'all I ain't leaving Kurt, and she not. And didn't. If she didn't leave that man when he had a baby on her, she ain't going nowhere now. She's accepted it. Kurt, there's nothing else Kirk could do to cause more embarrassment for her to leave. And Yandy, if Mendici's been caught consistently talking to other women and you ain't left either, shut the fuck up. Okay, and I mean that respectfully to you and Rashida. And y'all up here beefing for no damn reason. The fuck, and then y'all not even talking to girl. Look, when you beefing with somebody, whatever, and your only chit chat is to other people. No, if y'all can't come face to face and throw shade together, throw it out the window. Okay, out the window with the bad water. Some might be what? Chris had another facelift. She said, bitch, I'm getting a new face every year. Okay. Every 2 years, new face. Okay. Why? Because I can afford it. Look, I'm not against anybody who, wants a facelift. I just feel like, girl, I don't know. Because at a certain age, are you supposed to go up under the knife? Are you supposed to get the anesthesia child for a new face? I'm just wondering. Because they don't seem safe, But look, this is no Tito shit. I'm being nice. Sometimes I feel like when older people get facelifts like that, I'm like, do they want to look good in the casket? Because when you keep having fake, is it for the casket? I mean, she wants to look great now as well, but I feel like, girl, sometimes this her face. Hold on, gotta go to her page. This picture is from August 2nd, and a part of me be like, is that her face for real or is it AI? Is it AI? I don't know. Because Chris be like, that's my face, y'all. I had a facelift, okay, but child, sometime up close, it don't be like that for real. Up close, it be a little more wrinkly. Okay, when you have if I paid $1 million for a new face, I want all the up close pictures I can get. Okay, I don't want no fake pictures. I want all up close and personal pictures. I want y'all to see my face. So sometimes I feel like they be editing these pictures. Okay, little face tune around here. But anyway. Then they said, I want a new face. Okay, I want to look good in a casket. Hi, Jesus. Anyway, that's not hi, Jesus. I want her to live a long life. I want her to live a long, long life. Stop lifting your face. Okay, no one should be allowed to get more than 2 facelifts in their life. How many she had by now? 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10? I don't know. Lil Nas of the X. Now, child was around here bucket naked. Okay. Now, initially, when the first story came out, he was in tidy whities and cowboy boots. I was like, oh, this is a PR stunt. Them drawers real clean and white. The drawers match the boots. Okay. Why no one outside? Okay. How does someone catch him out the blue walking? This cannot be real. What is he dropping? And blah, blah, blah. Then they said, no, he was in the white boot shop and they got naked. I said, naked? He took off the boots and the drawers? He asked naked outside? Girl, what are we doing? Again, is it a scheme that Todd set up to bring us the bullshit? And I don't want no naked dick man walking my way unless I know him, okay? And that's weird to me, okay? But he was round here. I said, girl, this out naked? Outside naked? Not in the backyard, out like on the streets, barefoot, bitch. First of all, anyone being barefoot naked, how you get there? What had happened? Okay. I was like, what are you doing? Girl, what is wrong with you? Go in the house.
Why would she say that? Like,
didn't I say, is it crack?
I like getting high. I'm a crackhead.
It gotta be crack. Because who and why is you outside naked? Okay. How far away from his house was he? Would make him now again, I feel like they say sometimes if you get too high, you get hot and get naked. And them boots probably uncomfortable. So again, he ended up getting arrested. Now the story was like little by little by little coming out. It was, Lil Nas X is outside walking around naked. Okay. Then it was that he was arrested. Okay. Now look, he was in the jail, right? He had 4 charges. Okay. He was naked, child, ended up fighting some cops. They say 3 cops got hurt. I said, three cops got hurt? I would not like having to wrestle a naked big dick. I assume the dick is big. Okay. No one wants to wrestle a naked big dick black man in the streets at night. Okay. Who wants to do that? Okay. Now he had to post a $75,000 bond. Okay. There are 4 charges and stuff. He's facing like 12 years and not 12 years? Not 12 years.
So
fully in court in jail, girl.
25 BWCF 01389. So appearing with the defendant is Christina O'Connor.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And Mr. Rudy for the people. I would disclose both sides. I believe I observed, as did thousands of others, what led up to his arrest. I did not observe the arrest. And apparently there was nothing filed.
All right, lawyer, don't be smiling. Don't be smiling. No, it's not a funny matter.
On the events that of the defendant's action.
And there's nothing worse than getting high and then once you sober up, realizing I did what? I got naked. I was naked in LA, walking the streets with cowboy boots on. Y'all let me do. I fought some cops, girl.
I'll do the best I can, but when I got, I'll do the best I can, but when I got.
And I got jail time.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
I mean,
okay. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why.
Ain't nothing worse than realizing during a high moment you got a little bit too high.
Things prior to the police arrival. I just want both sides to know that. So, do you waive further written statement rights that are played?
He looks so sad. His hair look dry because he was in there for the weekend. You should never ever get arrested on the weekend because you have to wait until Monday to see a judge.
I do, Your Honor. So I'll set this case as a 0 of 10 on September 15th, 2025, Department 112 before Judge Samuels.
He got out. The judge is mumbling. He got out, right? He was walking because he was arrested naked. So because he was arrested naked, they had to give him, clothes to put on. So a little blue, prison jumpsuit and whatnot, and some flip-flops. Look, all jokes aside, okay. He looks sad in the prison, because like I'm really locked up. What I'm gonna do?
We're 25 BWCF 0.
Can I get out? I gotta pay to get out. All right. I mean, what am I do? Then child, this him, he free now, y'all. He free.
Okay. She's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right. Shit. That was fucking terrifying. That was terrifying. That was a terrifying last 4 days.
Is he British? He's British? What? Is that a British accent? Is he British?
But your girl is gonna be all right. Okay? She's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right. Shit. That was fucking terrifying. That was terrifying. That was a terrifying last 4 days. But your girl is gonna be all right.
Now, I think him saying it was a terrifying 4 days because he probably was at home, okay, minding his rich business, okay, pop something, some edibles, pop whatever, and then he probably just was like, I'm tweaking. He then probably woke up in jail, naked. Like, where are my panties? Where are my panties? Where are they? You know what I'm saying? So that probably is terrifying to at one point be at the crib chilling, and your next memory is you woke up and you're in jail. And he probably had no idea what had happened fully. He probably had like flashes of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, probably some something or some something. Okay. So him saying like, bitch, that was terrifying. Like, I thought I would have a little trip, but not to prison, not to jail. Now, I don't at all feel that he would have, that he's gonna go. Charlotte. I also feel like, the police and they were saying, he was arrested. Okay, he was arrested. Well, I thought I had a different thing that showed his little booking thing. Yeah. Montero around here, little misdemeanor, okay, and whatever. It wasn't that much going on and whatnot. But I feel like him being arrested and he doesn't have a record. Even him allegedly assaulting the cops. I'm high. I wasn't trying to. Bitch, I'm high. And y'all look like trolls to me because I'm high. Okay? When you encounter someone butt-ass naked out the side, okay, on these streets, I feel like you can say, you know what, they weren't trying to assault us. Now, again, a strong, big dick black man naked may, cause a ruckus. And I feel like while it's unfair to expect a person who's high out their mind to listen and pay attention, so maybe additional charges aren't like needed. At the same time, you can't get high and go out in the streets and do shit. You can't. You can't. So I don't see him getting 12 years in jail. Okay. I do see them probably because it's misdemeanors. You know, he's gonna get a little drug rehabilitation stuff, some drug classes. He gonna have a real good interview after the fact or whatever. But he look up like, damn, what I'm gonna do? Get me out of here. I wanna go right now. Okay. He looked better at the house, a bit more sober, and whoever gave him whatever drugs, he probably will never, ever, ever do whatever drug that was again. He didn't fight the cops, but it was a tussle for them trying to get him contained. And so they say 3 cops were like injured a little bit. Okay, little push, little shove, little push, a little shove. You know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting. Lil Nas X charges. Let me see what the charges are. JC Penny, I love yours. I don't know why that's not about my head. Let me see what the charges are. I've never seen somebody post the actual charges. Let me see. So Monterio Hill charged with 3 counts. So 3 counts of battery against a police officer and 1 count of resisting an executive officer. So because it allegedly was him trying to get loose from 3 cops. Okay, 3 of the cops. That's why 3 counts of battery against an officer, because he was, tussling with 3 cops. Okay, and then the 1 count of resisting an executive officer, meaning probably the first one who said, "Sit down, some damn well." He said, "No, I'm not gonna do anything." He paid the $75,000 bail. The case will go to pre-trial. He faces up to 5 years in prison if convicted. It's unfortunate, but again, y'all. That's why I told y'all. Look, when I went to my high school reunion this weekend, one of my friends there offered me an edible, and I have never taken an edible. I've never ever taken one. Okay. However, I said I could, but I don't do drugs. I feel like if I was to do an edible somewhere, it would be just my luck. I would end up naked on a corner somewhere. No, not today, not ever. Okay, but we're gonna wish him a speedy child recovery in the thing. Lastly, all these things. Cardi of the B. So Cardi B is facing a court case right now. So if y'all recall, back in 2018, back when she was still pregnant with Culture, Cardi was at a doctor's visit, okay? And she accused one of the, like a security person, it was somebody at the damn thing, of trying to record her, and they got into some kind of altercation, okay? So the girl is suing Cardi B. So I said, what? Okay. So the person got fired from her job because she had a full altercation with Cardi B. The girl name was Imani Ellis, and she accused Cardi B of physically attacking her during a 2018 visit at a doctor's office. Okay. She alleges that Cardi B struck her in the head, face, and body, spat on her, and used racial slurs because she suspected Ellis was recording her. Because Cardi was newly pregnant with Culture. The lawsuit also claimed Cardi B's security guard assaulted her, and that efforts were made to erase the video evidence of the altercation. Child, look, we got a couple videos. Okay. Wait, let's see. We have this one.
About the head, face, and body. Do you recall swearing to that under oath?
Yes.
That's the ex security guard lady.
No, Your Honor.
Go ahead. When Cardi put a finger in your face, where in your face was it?
She struck me on my nose and on my cheek. She wears her nails very long, very bedazzled, very sharp. So yes.
And you said it made contact with your nose?
Yes, and my face.
And so 2 times she touched you?
Yes, so she was like this.
When you say like this, she put her finger?
Pointing, yes, so like this. Pointing her finger at my face, yes.
And it touched your nose?
Yes.
What part of your nose?
Whatever part of the nose that the nail landed on, yes.
Oh, I mean, is it the bottom, the middle, the top?
I'm not sure.
And which cheek did she touch?
My left cheek.
You remember giving that testimony?
Yes.
But isn't it correct that in the incident report, you made striking her about the head? No claim that Cardi struck you about the head and body.
I put in the incident report that she had her finger in my face and she struck my face.
She cut your nose, right? Isn't that what you put in the incident report? That she scratched your nose? I can read it again if you like.
I don't need you to read it.
So this be the thing when you say one thing when something first happens. You then say something else when you're asked about it years later. And you're now saying something else when you're asked about it in courts. So the guy was saying the incident, because when at any job, when there's any kind of altercation or incident, there's an incident report. And you're supposed to put exactly what happened. So they're saying that what she said that day in the incident report, she never said Cardi hit her. She said Cardi had her hand in her face. She then did her deposition in 2023. Okay. And she said, well, yeah, she put her finger in my face and like hit my nose. And now here she's saying, well, I don't remember. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Is there anywhere in this incident report that you prepared and sent to your supervisor 2 days after this alleged incident that you said that Cardi struck your body?
In the incident report, it says that she struck me, yes.
Where?
It's in the paper.
I'm sorry?
It's in the report.
Where in the report?
I reported it that she had her finger in my face.
No claim.
Finger in your face.
Shout out to everybody. I had fun.
I gotta be good.
Saying somebody put their finger in your face is not the same as saying that somebody hit you. Okay? You're looking stupid. You're looking dumb. Okay? Mainly because I always say, anytime there's any kind of altercation, look, put it all up front. If I'm not getting up, I'm laying on the ground. Oh my God, I need help. Jesus, I can't move. You told them she put her hand in your face initially. And now you changed it to she hit me. Cardi hit me. Okay. Wait, we got more.
When you were at the building and Cardi B exited the elevator on February 24th, 2018, what were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used a lot of words. And again, excuse my language, but she was like, bitch, that's why I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna get you fired. That's why you do security. That's why you do security. She was sticking her tongue out. She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
And did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit actually land on your body?
It did.
Why did you exit the elevator to speak with her after she said what she said?
I wanted to clarify the misunderstanding.
When you were
So you telling me that somebody cussed you out, called you a fat security guard working bitch, okay, and you can't do shit besides securitize the office bitch. You then went after her talking in the elevator. Declared, girl, look, I'm not saying Cardi B did not cuss her out. I think she did. I think Cardi B absolutely said, "You fat security bitch." I think Cardi absolutely said all of that. I do, because that's what I would do. If we have the argument, bitch, I'm gonna cuss you out. Okay, the KFC working bitch. The Taco Bell working hoe, yes, I'm gonna probably call you all kinds of Taco Bell or securitized. I don't know the word. I'm just saying I believe that Cardi did cuss her ass out. I do, but you can't change the story later. Okay, hold on. This was today.
Was there spitting?
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on Miss Ellis?
No.
Did you call her the N-word?
No.
What is your background? Are you Hispanic, white, something else?
My background?
Yes.
Well,
Objection.
Of relevance.
Would you consider yourself African American?
I consider myself Afro-Caribbean.
Now, you need to give your attorney a second to object. What's your question?
Sorry. Relevance, Joe?
Assisting. Was there spitting?
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on Miss Ellis?
No.
Did you call her the N-word?
No.
What is your background? Are you?
She said, "Oh my God, yo, Cardi B's here." So I kind of speed walk, but I feel her behind me. Then I hear her talking like, "Oh my God, Cardi B is here." So I turn around and she had her phone. She didn't have it here no more. Now she has it here. And I asked her, "Yo, why are you recording me?" And she clearly looked like the security. She looked like the security guard. She's uniformed down. And I'm like, "Why are you recording me? Are you security?" And she's like, "Oh, my bad." But then I'm walking and I feel her still following me. And she said, "Oh my God."
Yesterday you had black hair, short hair. Today it's blonde and long. Which one is your real hair? Or are they both real?
They're wigs.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. It's a good week today then.
Not a good week today.
Yesterday.
Look, I feel like when the story first happened years ago, Cardi said then the girl was following me in the doctor's office. This is before she, I think, even announced her pregnancy with Culture. And, you know, at most doctors' offices, you're not supposed to record the patients. Okay? So if you hear someone saying, "It's Cardi B," oh my God, stop recording me. Stop following me. Yeah, I don't know. The whole hair thing was weird to me as well. They're weird. But I feel like the girl was wrong for walking up and recording Cardi B in general. Because you're not supposed to do that at a doctor's office. It's because it is HIPAA. Okay? You are not supposed to be recording patients in the lobby, even if they're celebrities. So to me, that off-rip shows girl was already on some bullshit. Okay, already on some bullshit. And once I feel like you are invading my privacy, I'm gonna cuss you out. I cuss you out. Okay, and she was recording me.
Cardi B's here. So I kind of speed walk, but I feel her behind me. Then I hear her talking like, "Oh my God, Cardi B is here." So I turn around and she had her phone. She didn't have it here no more. Now she has it here. And I asked her, "Yo, why are you recording me?" And she clearly looked like the security. She looked like the security guard. She's uniformed down. And I'm like, why are you recording me? Are you security? And she's like, oh, my bad. But then I'm walking and I feel her still following me. And she said, oh my God, y'all.
You can't record the people in the office. Leave it be. Look, I should be able to cuss anybody out if I'm a patient and they are the staff and I feel like they're following me. I just feel like I should be able to say, bitch, leave me alone. Okay, get out my face. What are you doing? Let me see if I can find some more recording. Let's see what this is what it's saying.
You cut your nose, right? Isn't that what you put in the incident report? That she scratched your nose? I can read it again if you like.
I don't need you.
No, I want.
Down for money. Cardi, was she recording you without your knowledge?
Yes. And nobody touched each other.
Cardi, you didn't. So you didn't touch her. She says that you scratched her. You didn't scratch her or touch her.
I didn't even put my
Cardi, we think obviously rapping a bunch. You don't know how to cook.
Bitch, Cardi is Cardi is over it. I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
One last question, Your Honor. Ms. Almanzar is professionally known as Cardi B and Cardi. In the discovery that's been done, she's been consistently referred to as Cardi or Cardi B. We would like to continue that and refer to her during the trial as Cardi.
I want her to be called her real name. Cardi B is not the real name. I object.
I don't really have an issue with it being referenced as Cardi B or Cardi.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bitch, call me my whole name. Okay? Don't call me by no nickname. Okay? Don't do that. Not today, not ever. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Again, I just don't look. Don't be following me. Yeah, I think she lost her job not because of any other reason besides, girl, you was harassing the patient. You walked up to a patient. You recording the patient. And not only is a patient, a famous patient. Because Cardi did not go to some random doctor's office. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she went to one that is probably used to celebrities. And for the first time, the girl probably saw someone like, oh my God. Oh my God. Cardi. Look, you could have easily sat at your guard seat, record Cardi from afar, and posted that. Once you got up to follow her, you're fucked up. Okay? Once I feel like you're following me, I gotta fight you. And if you lost your job, it's because you left the seat to come after me, and you can't do that. A lot of folk be at work and they will get fired for doing little stuff that may not be a big deal, but you can't record people at your, like, I don't record anyone at my job. And I've seen some crazy shit at work. You would never catch me recording anything, posting nothing. Now, I may mention some things in a roundabout way, okay? But I never record anything at my job. So her even admitting that I followed her to clear things up was like, now why would you say that?
We're at the building and Cardi B exited the elevator on February 24th, 2018. What were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used a lot of words. And again, excuse my language, but she was like, bitch, that's why I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna get you fired. That's why you do security. That's why you do security. She was sticking her tongue out.
And I feel like Cardi probably said all of that after the altercation. I don't think Cardi walked in that damn office and started going off like that. It sounded like after an altercation between y'all, she was then, ragging on your ass.
Flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
And did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit actually land on your body?
It did.
Why did you exit the elevator to speak with her after she said what she said?
I wanted to clarify the misunderstanding.
And that's why she got fired. That's why she got fired. Because you left and followed the person to have what, even if you left to have a positive conversation, you still follow the patient out the office, out the elevator to have a continued altercation. Okay, again, Cardi absolutely cussed that girl out. Cardi probably absolutely was like this, but you want to know why? If you never got close enough to Cardi for her to do all of this, you wouldn't be in this predicament. You already admitted to what Cardi said. She came and followed her. Why you do that? Okay. And even her saying at some point how Cardi security, I guess, held her down and like made her delete whatever recordings. People, when you delete stuff out your phone, it's in the deleted folder. So even hitting one delete don't mean to make two deletes. And technically, if you are at work and you record a patient, you're supposed to delete it. You know why? Because you can't record people at work, bitch. Anyway, we'll see what else happens. Today was only day 2. Let's try again. She had one cut for day 1, and then she was blind for day 2. Okay, girl, you better do it, Cardi.
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on Miss Ellis?
No.
Did you call her the N-word?
No.
What is your background? Are you
Cardi, you call her a nigga. I know for a fact, bitch nigga, she said it. She did it. But I just feel only because she is an employee there and she was recording a patient, Cardi's in the right. Because I have the right to privacy when I go into my doctor's office. I do. And if I cuss you out and I call you all kind of fat hoes and dirty bitches and punk ass niggas, I mean, you piss me off. And did, and do. She Cardi answer with Cardi cuss her ass out. Okay. Cussed her out. Anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. Okay, we will see how the case comes about later on. Okay, we will see whatever happens between Cardi and old girl and whatnot. But I am done today. Okay, look, do not forget to go ahead and watch. I reviewed the Duchy Smollett Netflix show. Go watch that. Okay, I did do Love Image Huntsville. Go do that. Okay. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm gonna try my best, y'all. Come live tomorrow too, because I need to get back in the good algorithm. I've been bullshitting too much or whatever. So yeah, I need to get back into the algorithm to get my views up to where they used to be. Okay, I gotta stop playing. Anyway, y'all make sure to like this video, okay, and subscribe and whatnot. I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. I have to go. I love you all. Okay, I will see y'all tomorrow. And if you are at work, do not record the people at your job. Okay. Bye.